And basically
I
what
never got that. I
hang on,
never got that.
ma'am, you need to stop talking while the court's talking.
This law firm has done nothing but harass me. I am here under duress. I live on Social Security. I will be 69 years old in the fall. Somebody trying to sell me
No, I'm not going to
Medicare.
tell you,
No, I'm
ma'am, I'm
finished.
not
I
going to,
want to speak.
Wow.
You're taking advantage of somebody that's not being represented by an attorney under maritime law. I'm representing myself under the power and the attorneys of Jesus Christ. Good luck to you guys with Donald J. Trump. Maritime law is going bye-bye.
This judge just went head-to-head with a so-called sovereign citizen, and let's just say, it did not end well for her. This 69-year-old woman is acting like a complete child in court, all because she refuses to pay a $900 credit card debt. And get this isn't even her first time pulling this nonsense. This is her third case over unpaid debts. The first two, thousands of dollars, and somehow both got dismissed. Like, seriously? How does that even happen? Since when does declaring yourself above the law magically make debt disappear? Spoiler alert, it doesn't. But enough talk. Let's watch this. Sovereign citizen get absolutely shut down in court.
Is counsel here for the plaintiff?
Yes, Judge Hillman, Cezanne Barda.
Well, you're an attorney, sir?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. I couldn't tell based on the way you're dressed. We do expect lawyers to wear ties and suits for court proceedings, Mr. Barda.
Apologize. There are two attorneys that handled our docket via Zoom today. Both failed to appear. I don't know why, and now I'm scrambling. I apologize.
Okay. All right. Is Ruth Conway present?
Yep.
Okay. Good afternoon. All right. So this is plaintiff's motion for summary disposition. Ms. Conway, the plaintiff filed a request to have a judgment granted in this matter. Mr. Barda, do you wish to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. Our motion is based on MCR 2.116 C9 C10. We don't believe there's a genuine issue of material fact to move forward to trial. This is a straightforward collection matter whereby it was original creditor of Credit One Bank. LVNB purchased that, and all the chain of title and bill of sale documentation is attached to our motion. We also have billing statements showing charges made and payments made, which comports with the account stated theory in the state of Michigan. The address on those billing statement matches the same address where the proof of service went for this file. And we also have an affidavit from our client stating how much is owed at this time. Defendant not only failed to file a response to our motion for summary disposition, but also failed to file a counter affidavit, which is required by court rule. And even looking at her answer, all she states is she doesn't believe that this is her debt. I believe that plaintiff has provided proof and has established that this account was the defendant's, and I don't believe there's been there hasn't been a defense raised to be able to prevail at this time. Plaintiff respectfully requests that our motion for summary disposition be granted.
Okay. All right, Ms. Conway. So I have this motion for summary disposition that was filed by the plaintiff back on December 17th. I don't have any written response that was filed by you. I see you're holding up some kind of a receipt. I don't know what that's a receipt for, but we did receive your answer to the complaint. What date is on that receipt that you're holding up, ma'am?
October 29th.
Okay, so I think you're referring to your answer to the complaint that you filed in this matter, which was dated, let's see, which is dated October 28th. So I'm guessing that what you're holding up is verification that you filed an answer to the complaint. However, there was a motion for summary disposition, and basically
I never got that. I never.
I'm calling BS on that. The plaintiff literally has her address on file, so there's zero chance she didn't receive the legal notice. What, did her mailbox suddenly turn into a black hole? And let's be real, she's 69 years old. 69. At what point do you start taking responsibility for your actions instead of dodging legal notices like you're in a spy movie? Here's the deal. If something is properly mailed to your last known address, the law considers it delivered. It's called the mailbox rule. So unless she's about to claim that the entire USPS is out to get her, I'm not buying it. But what do you think? Is she playing dumb or does she actually believe this nonsense? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Ma'am, hang on. You need to listen while the court's talking, and then I'll give you an opportunity to talk afterwards. So there was a motion for summary disposition. That's a request for a judgment, and it has an affidavit attached to it, and it has bills showing that you had a Credit One credit card and that you had made certain charges. It looks like there's charges to Meyer, and Mason. There's charges to the city of Mason on the credit card, Dollar Tree, and Celebration Cinema. And what the plaintiff has indicated is that that Credit One account was purchased by LVNV funding, the plaintiff in this case, and that based on the fact that you had used the credit card and you had made payments on the credit card under Michigan law, that's a cause of action for account stated, and you would have an obligation to file an affidavit indicating that those were not your charges and you did not have an account with Credit One, and you've not filed that. Is there anything you would like to tell the court, ma'am? This is the time for you to make your response.
Okay, I'm making this statement. I am here under duress. I have formally put in a formal complaint to the Consumers Finance Protection Bureau. I don't know who LVNV Funding is. I have never heard of them in my entire life. This law firm has done nothing but harass me with document after document. I had 3 collection agencies approach me on this matter. I contacted the other 2, told them exactly the same thing I told this firm, but this firm has continued to harass me. I have made that formal complaint to the Consumers Finance Protection. Whether they protect me or a loaning institute is another story. I am here under duress. I live on Social Security. I will be 69 years old in the fall, and I do not have a job. I do not work. I have 14 grandchildren. I'm a mother of 5, and 2 of them are veterans of the United States military. I help with my 14 grandchildren. So I don't have a job. I will collect Social Security.
Okay, let me ask you this. Did you have a credit card at Credit One?
I do not ever recall having a credit card from any place.
Rio, yeah, her defense is rock solid, so convincing. She has kids and grandkids, doesn't have a job, so apparently that means she doesn't have to pay her credit card bill. Make it make sense. Look, not having a job doesn't erase your financial responsibilities. She's on Social Security, probably maxing out other cards and just hoping the debt magically disappears. But guess what? Credit card companies don't care about your excuses. They care about getting paid. Her whole argument is basically, I have a family. Like, okay, and what does that have to do with anything? But don't worry, the judge is about to go off on her, and I cannot wait to see it. Let's get back into it.
And especially, I would never have a credit card with a small amount of credit. In my past, whenever I had credit, it was a decent amount of money that I had on a credit card balance that I was allowed to borrow. I don't know. You tell me why I get a phone call every other day of somebody trying to sell me.
No, I'm not going to tell you.
No, I'm finished. I want to speak.
Wow.
That I get a phone call every other day. How do these people know I don't have Medicare B? How do they know that? I get harassed to buy Medicare B. I can't afford Medicare B. I live on Social Security. So how do I get them knowing I don't have it? You tell me.
Okay. All right. Anything further, Mr. Barta?
No, I would ask for our motion to be granted at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Well, Ms. Conway, we do have rules in lawsuits in terms of what's necessary to get past a summary disposition motion. You would have been required to file an affidavit verifying that you never had any credit card with Credit One, and that you were not the person that used this credit card that was in your name and made out to your address. And
Excuse me,
so,
but I was never asked. I was never asked by the court or received a document telling me I needed to do that. You're taking advantage of somebody that's not being represented by an attorney under maritime law. I'm representing myself under the power and the attorneys of Jesus Christ.
okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am. So a summary disposition is granted for the plaintiff. And
I
Ms.
live on Social Security. I know federal law.
Ma'am, you need to stop talking while the court's talking. Mr. Barta, you can submit a judgment under the 7-day rule with the court. That's all for the record. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck to you guys with Donald J. Trump. Maritime law is going bye-bye. You're going to have to all relearn constitutional law. Thanks to MEGA and us anons.
Orwell, that escalated quickly. Some people have a serious victim complex, and this woman is the perfect example. First, she refuses to pay her debt. Then she plays the victim in front of the judge. And now, out of nowhere, she's crying. About Donald Trump? Like, ma'am, what does that have to do with anything? I don't even think she knows. Here's the reality. The law isn't optional. You don't get to ignore debt laws just because you don't like them. If you sign for a credit card, use it and don't pay it back. That's a breach of contract. Period. Judges have heard every excuse in the book, so her woe is me act isn't going to erase her debt. She used the card, she racked up the charges, now she has to face the consequences. But what do you guys think? Was she actually confused? Or was she just playing the victim? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more content like this. Thanks for watching. See you next time.